Does full coverage pay for the other car? Have you ever wondered what happens if you get into an accident while having full coverage auto insurance? It is a common question that many drivers have. Let's break it down so you can understand how it works. Full coverage auto insurance typically includes three main types of coverage: liability coverage, comprehensive coverage, and collision coverage. Each of these serves a different purpose when it comes to accidents. When you are at fault in an accident, it is your liability coverage that pays for the damage to the other car. This coverage is specifically designed to handle bodily injury and property damage that you cause to others. If you hit another vehicle, your liability coverage will kick in and cover the repairs or replacement of that car, but only up to the limits specified in your policy. These limits are usually presented in a format like $50,000, $100,000, $30,000. This means your insurance will pay up to $50,000 for bodily injury per person, $100,000 for bodily injury per accident, and $30,000 for property damage. Now, what about your own vehicle? That is where collision coverage comes into play. This part of your full coverage pays for damage to your own car, regardless of who is at fault in the accident. So, if you hit a tree or another car, your collision coverage will cover the repairs to your vehicle. Comprehensive coverage is another aspect of full coverage. It protects you from non-collision-related incidents, such as theft or damage from weather events. To clarify, full coverage does not directly pay for the other car. It is your liability coverage that covers damages to the other person's vehicle if you are responsible for the accident. If you only have collision and comprehensive coverage without liability, your insurance will not pay for the damage to the other car. It is also important to be aware that liability coverage limits are set by state law, but you can choose higher limits for better protection. If the cost to repair the other car exceeds your liability limits, you could be personally responsible for paying the remaining amount. In summary, liability coverage takes care of the other car's damages if you are at fault, while collision and comprehensive cover your own vehicle's damages. Full coverage is a combination of these coverages, but it does not mean that all damages to others are automatically covered beyond your liability limits. Always review your liability limits to ensure you have enough protection for potential claims involving other vehicles. Understanding these details helps you make informed decisions about your auto insurance policy.